against the world and I'll be heartless. I try my hardest. You can't tell me you don't see that. I'ma do my thing regardless. If it's me against the world, then I'll be heartless. I try my hardest. You can tell me you don't see that I'm sparkling. All in, all in, all in, all in, all in. I did what I had to do. You're not sorry. Who's calling? Who's calling? Man, it is salty. It is salty. First of all, I made my sacrifices by my lonely self. Then I had to face the consequences by my lonely self. Everybody looking at me as I almost self-destruct, cause they wanted to give it up, oh fuck it up, this world is now. If I wasn't strong enough, if I wasn't hard enough, I do what they want, but I am, so I'm going up, going ham, going up, going home with the bucks, get up here, never land, boss I'm land, that's what's up. Hey. This is not up for debate. No matter what, I'ma give you some cake. I'ma count my blessings if I can't count my days. This what I say. Hey, I'ma do my thing regardless. If it's me against the world, then I'll be helpless. I try my hardest. You can tell me you don't see that I'm sparkling. All in, all in, all in, all in, all in. I did what I had to do. I'm not sorry. Hey, who's calling? Who's calling? Man. Yes, if I can't count my days, I'll count my blessings. Karibuni sana to another episode of the rhythm. Oh, sorry. Hey. Karibuni sana to another episode of the African Diary Show with me, your host Kate Ndongo. And today, being on a Tuesday, I decided to start off the show with my favorite jam right over there from Nasty C. And I love Nasty C very much. He's really talented, and when it comes to rapping, also his music, he does it wholeheartedly. I love Nasty C very much, and in case you're also a fan of Nasty C, today I'll be playing Nasty C all the day. Karibuni sana to another episode of the African Diary Show, and I hope you doing great, and this particular Tuesday is finding you at great health and peace as well. Karibuni sana once again to all those who are joining me, and feel free to interact with us. Do remember we are live and interactive on our social media handles at Black Hot Fire Network. That is on Facebook. We are also on Instagram at Black Hot Fire Network. Please do feel free to interact with us, because we love it when you get to interact with us. We love it also to see your comments. We love it also to see you talking to us, telling us this is going wrong, this is going good, or how is it going, or your comments also matter to us. So karibuni sana, do make sure you comment. You also send your sentiments to us, and feel free to do that.
Brooklyn Lambo. Hey. Where used to be a war zone. For the niggas seeing white people jog on the same street that it used to sell crack on. Look, see that couple paying $500,000 for that house. What do they got it brain blowed out? Generation, we been struggling, wait for something to crack. All we got was crack. That's on lead, on the rest on me. Bunch of bitches on the bank, couple sacks on fleet. Man, I honestly need no recognition. David Beckham kick it, told that bitch get on it. It ain't so suspicious. Slurp it till it's standing in that back condition. Do it for me like you do it for me. You'll fuck around and get judged from me. Get flued out, chewed out. Yeah, I ain't said if I let your ass on my shirt. I ain't said if I let shit that I did, little lady like time. my time, and it's my time. But get mine when your ass can come outside. Don't know what you do for yours and die by mine. So I will not apologize, I'm a ride.
Do my thing regardless. If it's me against the world, then I'll be heartless. I try my hardest. You can tell me you don't see that I'm smart. All in, yes, all in all. I might do my thing regardless. And if it, okay, I almost forgot the lyrics. I wanted to read them for you. But anyway, hope you do get to enjoy that particular jam over there from Nasty C. And our motivational quote of the day or wise words for the day, just to keep you motivated, is don't compare your life to others. There is no comparison between the sun and the moon. They shine when it's their time. So don't compare your life to others, because at the end of the day, or when you try to compare yourself to another person, you're living other people's life. You're not living your life. And for example, the sun and the moon, they all shine, but at their own time, because the moon has to shine at night, and the sun has to shine during the day. They can't both appear on the same time. So don't compare your life to others, because comparison is like there's no comparison between the sun and the moon. Karibuni sana, I see you joining me on today's episode, and Santeni sana for doing that.
I'm cool,
I'm craving, I'm fading.
don't want no smoke,
No vaping.
everybody with me on the same page, yeah. I'm cool, I'm calm, I'm gravy. I'm drunk, I'm high,
I'm fading.
don't want no smoke, no vaping. Everybody.
Yes, our main focus of the day shall go to Somalia. That is the Horn of Africa. And talking about the Horn of Africa, which or how many countries are in the Horn of Africa, or which countries are in the Horn of Africa? But also, we shall be talking about Kenya and other African countries. But also, do let me know which countries are in the Horn of Africa to jog your mind.
We on the same page, yeah. I'm still with the guy. Whoa,
Whoa, whoa.
loyalty defined. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This was no surprise. It came at the perfect time. Just a genie in the sky. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Rest in peace to soldiers that we lost. Give me guidance, give me sauce. Mix my Henny with the sauce. Got me cooking when I walk.
Yes, getting started with the news and updates across the African continent. Number one is that IGAD leaders are meeting in Nairobi amid Sudan and Addis conflict. That is what is about what is happening in Sudan, and IGAD members are supposed to meet in Nairobi to talk about that. But most of the time, you find that these meetings happen, and we're no longer told what the results of the meetings and whatever else they discuss, because I believe they can't go for a meeting and discuss one issue. But they are saying the heads of state, the head of state and government from the 8 member countries of the Intergovernmental Authority on Development, that is IGAD, will on Tuesday today convene in Nairobi for the 39th extraordinary meeting, and in which they will discuss matters of mutual concern in the region. And the summit comes against the backdrop of escalating tensions between Sudan and Ethiopia, both IGAD members, after a border skirmish between the Sudanese and Ethiopian military. They have been fighting, and the IGAD executive secretary Waken Gebeyehu visited Sudan at the weekend, where he met the junta sovereignty council president Gen Abdel Fattah. And Dr. Wakne had earlier called had earlier called on the two sisterly countries to actively seek diplomatic means to find a lasting and sustainable solution. And Sudan, which currently chairs the regional trade bloc, says the summit comes at a critical and important time. And during his visit to Sudan, Dr. Wakne told journalists that Tuesday summit is most importantly a family meeting, and all heads of state and government are confirmed to attend. Okay, they're going to talk different issues that are happening in Africa, and of course, when it comes to the leaders of the Horn of Africa, or when it comes to the leaders that are in this group. Sometimes you find most of them are puppets. So whatever they are calling a family meeting, it might be a meeting to continue with their puppetism. But we never know what is happening, or we never know what they are going to talk about unless they tell us, because they have said that they are going to speak or to talk about what is happening in Sudan and Ethiopia, and also what is happening in the Horn of Africa, or within those few countries that are members of IGAD. So I'll do get to let you know once I have the news and updates what they were discussing about, because yesterday we talked about a crucial issue about Kenyatta, and of course, you might find that other presidents are also involved, because we are not the only country that has ports. So we have so many African countries with ports. We have Tanzania. We have so many countries. But right now, I talked about, or yesterday, talked about what Kenyatta is doing or has done to Kenya. But we're not getting into this, because I also have other news and updates about Kenyatta. I also discovered a certain thing about Kenyatta, and it was about the court, or the ICC court, the Hague, when he was taken to Hague. What actually happened? But we shall talk about more of this later as we continue with our show for today. But for now, we shall get to other news and updates, and it is about Nigeria. Yesterday, there was something that happened in Nigeria, and it was about attacks. And in Nigeria, the safety for the civilians have really become worse, to a point that the government is telling them, get yourself guns to protect yourself. And right now, the Nigerian state has suspended mining and due to kidnap attacks. So the government has stopped mining, suspends mining due to armed attacks in the area. And they are saying that the authorities in Niger State, in central Nigeria, have ordered the immediate suspension of all mining activities. It comes days after gunmen launched a devastating attack on a mining site, and kidnapping at least 4 Chinese miners and killing more than 20 members of the Nigerian security forces. Also, I heard Joby talk about the issue, and Kid was very happy to hear that the Chinese were kidnapped. And I'm also happy, because this is also sending alarm to them. Or this will be something like the Chinese will be afraid of going to mine in Nigeria. So you'll find that now they are afraid to invest in such countries. So this is a way of also sending them away. I'm not encouraging terrorism or these criminalities, but it is a good thing that there were Chinese who were kidnapped, and it was good for them. But those abducted remain in captivity, and the Niger State government fears for some of the privately run gold and other mines may have criminals and intends now to screen mining sites statewide. And the federal government also believes proceeds from mining may be funding some of the violent kidnapping gangs currently rife in Nigeria. And Nigeria is struggling to curb a wave of kidnappings for ransom for ransoms by armed gangs, which have at times teamed up with Islamic extremists. But also, I think this is a religion of fight, because you can't tell me that this group is being associated to Islam's or yeah. Why do you think that it is being associated to Islam? This has to do with something to do with the religion, and of course, this is a fight between Islams and Christians, or people who are member of the Islam, or Islams with maybe other religions, so they don't want to see other religions in the area, and that's why probably they are doing this. They are attacking people, asking them for ransoms. But family, in case you also think otherwise, or you also think the same, do send your comment for me to see, and see what you're saying today. Today we are not in plenty. I just see we are two of us in the building. But asante sana to whoever is listening to me. We shall take a short musical break, then we will be back with more news and updates across the African continent. Keep it the Black Hot Fire, and do remember to interact with us on our social media handles.
Hey, hey, I wish you could feel what I feel tonight. Finish getting the fuck up out my face with the bill, yeah. Way past my limit, going way past my limit. I'm cool, I'm calm, I'm gravy. I'm drunk, I'm high, I'm faded. Don't want, don't smoke, no vape. Please, everybody with me on the same page, yeah. I'm cool, I'm calm, I'm gravy. I'm drunk, I'm high, I'm faded. Don't want, no smoke, no vape. Please, everybody with me on the same page, yeah. It's one of Africa's most anticipated collaborations. Make some noise for SS, Nasty C, and now Josh Rose. Up with the weights, I work. Down with the pack, I roll. Up with the sack, and you know that I deserve it. Half and half, I'm split the perks. Yeah, the preacher man said, please remember that your savior's on the way. I still remember when the teacher man said, I wouldn't make it, but I made it anyway. I remember say, it wasn't easy.
Right now,
Everything is amazing. Steady dropping them logo.
give my photo.
I remember that they telling me no, no.
Right now,
Everything is logo. Steady dropping them logo. Then I taking my photo. I put the label on full effect. I keep the prayers in motion and I'm pulling back. I was boxed in, all the boxes that I couldn't check. And God came through for me, would you look at that? I'm building a legacy out of IB. I never chased a dream, I designed it. Big crib, you had an echo in the lobby. Boy, I was broke as hell where they found me. Haters where they found me, I'm past it, I made it. Facts, my haters all plastic, fake. Facts, my family's all happy, I'm grateful, thanks. And all the things I say are all naked. Facts, I hope I get to meet up with my mother when I'm gone. Just to talk about my life and all that.
yes, welcome back, family. That is Nasty C over there. The jam is Runtown. And moving on to other news and updates, it's about Sudan. And right now, Sudan army is set to make way for civilian rule and that is after the coup leader spoke about it. And they are saying that Sudan's military leader, General Abdel Fattah, has said that the army will make a way for a civilian government. In a televised speech, he said that the armed forces would not stand in the way of a democratic transition, and was committed to working towards elections. And he said the military would no longer be involved in the talks to end the country's political crisis with its sorry, with its place in the negotiations taken up by civil society. So this is a good thing, seeing that also even the co-leader is thinking about civilian government, because sometimes if these transitional governments don't lead to anywhere, or he's saying something good for the country. And I hope soon enough that Sudan will be able to elect their own leader, and a leader whom they feel like he deserves to lead them, or he is the best for their country. But also, do remember that in this country we've had so many people fighting, so many people have lost their life during this coup. And this military coup has led to so much happening in the country. But in case also the Sudanese get to elect a person whom the military doesn't want, the coups might return, and also the fightings will return, and we don't know what else will happen. So I think sometimes also when you talk about the military, it has a bigger say when it comes to electing its leaders, and the leaders of the country. But family, in case you think otherwise, let me know, because sometimes I think that even if we as civilians, or we as people, or the citizens of the country, we are trying to choose a leader who seems the best for us. Sometimes the military has a bigger say than us, because they can't work. They feel like if we can't work with this person, he has no right to be in this seat. Hey kid,
Good morning, Katie. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. I just didn't get a chance to get my margarine sandwich yet.
I'll make you some.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Don't bother. I'm good. I'm cool.
Say Z.
I'm good. I'm good. Oh, wait. So what are you talking about? You talking about Sudan, or you talking about
Yeah,
Somalia?
I was talking about Sudan, and right now Sudan army is set to make way for civilian rule.
But it all depends. It all depends if the civilian rule is not going to be a puppet rule. But Sudan is really not a free country. It's controlled by Europeans. So I don't believe there's going to be no difference in civilian rule, because uh, I don't see no way where they're going to allow the people to have control of the country. Other things to make sure African people don't have control of the resources of the country. So we'll see. You have to see who these leaders going to be, who are they going to be, who's going to be back, because a lot of these campaigns are funded by the Europeans, and the vote counting is the Europeans counting the votes. So that fake democracy stuff don't work in Africa. That's how Dr. Mumby got it right. I said that democracy is a phony system created by Europeans to make sure they keep putting their despots, puppets in there to keep doing their bidding. Like Joby showed those slums in Kenya and also Nigeria. You can't have no place in the world where slums exist like that, and you got real leadership talking about they're taking care of African people. That means they're completely detached from African people. Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead, Katie.
We don't have a real leadership in Africa. And actually, yesterday I also found out something very strange about Kenyatta, our president, right here. And this is even difficult to talk about, because if you hear the things he's being accused of, you'll wonder, is this the person who we gave the country to lead? And yesterday, one of the ICC or the ICC prosecutor who was leading in his case. Remember, before Kenyatta got into his presidential seat, he had a case which was going on in the ICC, that is Hague, in the England, and. Now the prosecutor, that is the prosecutor was known as Fatu Bensouda. Fatou Bensouda has left a position as ICC prosecutor, and she also released yet another bombshell aimed at President Uhuru Kenyatta. And Fatou claimed that as soon as the president took place, the number of cases brought against them in the court of the ICC started to decline, and witnesses started declining at.
International Criminal Court of Justice. Yeah, because who was committing so many crimes against humanity, and sadly enough, these things are not taught to Kenyans that that, that not only is he corrupt, as Katie said a year ago, not that he's corrupt, he's one of the most wickedest, evilest individuals to sit as a president in Africa. But most Kenyans don't know that, Katie.
Yeah, most Kenyans don't know that, because I was also shocked to know this. And also Fatou Bensouda said that, okay, this is the first thing she talked about was witnesses, or the court started to decline, and witnesses started declining to appear in court. And the Kenyan government also stopped collaborating with the ICC, she noted. And the allegations of crimes against humanity against the six Kenyan leaders started to be dropped when President Uhuru Kenyatta took office in 2013. William Ruto and Joshua Arap Sang charges being the final to be dropped. And the allegations are, okay, I'm reading the same thing. I'm sorry about, but if you go on, or if you go deeper to this story, he's being accused of maybe killing of these people who are the witnesses, because the prosecutor is saying that we ended the case because we
That's,
couldn't have
that's Africa.
enough.
That's
Yes.
Africa, Katie. That's what Joe told you. Judicial killings. That's Africa. They're going to keep their power, Joe. Katie, they're going to keep their power at all costs. They know that they know the countries are corrupt. They put them by corruption, and they're going to keep their corrupt power by all costs by killing innocent people who try to come out and speak against them. Africans are kept in so much fear that if you come out against, like you remember said last, she said, "Who are these people are going to come out against?" I said, "People are going to eventually get up and fight." Kate, he said, "Who are these people?" You said that. Who are these people?
It
We
is
go,
very sad seeing that this is the same person who is leading the country, and right now, if he is being accused of that, and remember, Fatou Bensouda is not even a Kenyan; he's a Mzungu. She is a Mzungu, of which she's talking about bad things to do with Kenyatta, and I do remember this is the International Criminal Court. So it is very sad to know that this is the same person who we are expecting to lead our country anywhere. And the things he is being accused of, and do remember this was even before he got to the presidential seat, and right now he
of
is
course.
in that seat. What things is he capable of? Just right now, just because he has more power, it is very crazy, and
It's
it
not.
is very
It's not.
scary.
It's not just him, Katie. All these African despots, all of them, are corrupt, wicked, evil. You think across the country, across the other side of the country, Museveni is better than them? Museveni's a despot. He's a no good, corrupt, evil bastard. The president of Cameroon, that Paul Bear, whatever you call his name, he's corrupt and wicked. Bahari in Nigeria, even like you call me a Dada Doodoo, whatever his nigga name is.
Akufu
Yeah,
Nana.
whatever. They're all in the same boat, Katie.
Mm. But it is very crazy to know that Kenyatta is such a, or he is a very bad person, and he is the one leading the country, and we expect the country to be doing better. Of course, it will continue doing worse and worse and worse. But I'm glad that he shall get out of that seat sooner. or soon when it comes to election. But also we are afraid of the elections because we don't know. And we've seen he is also supporting a person. So we don't know what might go on, but we have to
Whoever you get, whoever wins, they're gonna be corrupt. Whoever don't
of
make a
course.
difference. Whoever wins, they're gonna be controlled by the Europeans, and they're gonna be corrupt. That's why they're there. That's why those two people. You gotta you give the illusion of choice. Oh, I got that person, that person. No, they're both puppets controlled by the same people. Not gonna matter who gets in. They're both corrupt. Go ahead.
And it's funny enough that there was it was a chief justice who talked about an issue about Kenyatta. He seems to be knowing about Kenyatta very much, and he said that Kenyatta needs to be stopped, and Kenyatta needs to be dropped from being the president. But nobody listened to that, and since that time this person also he was the chief justice by then, but after Kenyatta got to the seat, he was denied or that seat it was taken from him, and it is very sad. But
Of
moving on
course,
to other mhm.
of course, he was getting away with Kenyatta's power. I still laugh at you last year when you talk to somebody. You know Kenyatta's corrupt. Shut up. We know he is. Be quiet.
And moving on to other news and updates, it's about Rwanda. And right now, Kagame has said, "I'm prepared for the worst on DR Congo row." And Rwandan President Paul Kagame says that he wishes that the best, but he is prepared for the worst over the row between his country and neighboring Democratic Republic of Congo. And the Democratic Republic of Congo accuses Rwanda for backing the Congolese M23 rebels, and recently halted all trade and cooperation agreements. Rwanda denied.
Congo's finally saying it. I said they're gonna finally say it to get you, Kagame, that you've been sponsoring. The white people got you in there stealing the resources. You and Museveni, no good ass, have been going to Congo, talking about you're there to stop the terrorism and and all the other fake shit. You are going into Congo and you're stealing resources for Europeans. And Congo saying they want your ass out. You and Museveni, no good ass. People know that you've been going to the Congo, Kagame, stealing the resources and claiming you're fighting terrorism. All that old stupid shit. It's a lie. You ain't even fighting no terrorism. You're going for the behalf of the Europeans to steal the resources and ship them out to them for their cell phones and their computers. You're Museveni, no good ass. That's what's been going on. And I'm surprised that the Congolese government finally has said something about it. Even though they're puppets, I'm surprised that they finally have enough backbone to say you're not here helping no terrorism. Because people know that terrorism is bought by the Europeans. Africans don't have no damn money for no guns and shit to be doing terrorist attacks. For what reason? Where the money coming from? And then you say, oh, we're going in to stop the terror. Who told you you can go into the Congo? That ain't your country. I didn't invite you. It's like you saying you come to my house to clean my house up. I didn't invite you in my damn house. Who the hell are you? Katie said, I'm coming to keep the clean up your house. Katie, I don't want you in my damn house. Go clean your own damn house. But I'm coming anyway, because it's got to be done. I'm helping you. I don't want your help. Go away. That's the shit Museveni and Kagame's been doing in the Congo. So, it's because Congo is rich and full of resources, and those people are impoverished and ignorant. A shout out to the Congolese government, even though he's corrupt, saying, you know what? You're not here to help us. We know you're not, that you ain't fighting no terrorism in no damn Congo. Fuck out of here. You in there stealing resources for the Europeans. Go ahead, Katie.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on.
Going back to that issue, overall, over Kagame. So Kagame is the one on the wrong side, but now he's trying to pretend like DR Congo is the one on the wrong. Or
Of course,
he's
they the ones tell they
China.
exactly. Katie, if you're telling me to get out your house, you say, Keith, I don't want your help. I said, Katie, I'm here to help you. Well, I don't want your help. I'm gonna do it myself. I said, but so what, Katie? I'm here to help you. You take my help, period. That's what Kagame said. The Congolese said, we want you out. Go back to Rwanda. We want you out. Get out of here. He said, we're going to fight the terrorism. I don't need you. Okay, we'll fight it. That's our country. They're our people. We'll fight it. You said, no, I'm going to help you fight it. I don't want your help. Go home.
Yeah, and President Kagame is due to hold talks with our Congolese counterpart, President Felix Tshisekedi, on Wednesday in Angolan capital Luanda, and the talks are being mediated by Angolan President João Lourenço. But ahead of the meeting, Mr. Kagame says he is preparing for the worst. You can some people are just dramatic. You know you're the one on the wrong, but now you're trying to pretend like you're the right person, or you are on
He
the
said he's
right.
prepared for what? Katie said he's prepared for war. Is that what he said?
Yeah, he's prepared for the worst. He said that he is saying he says
That's why they go.
he.
That's why they go to Angola. They go to Angola. They say, hey, because Angola used to be part of the Congo Kingdom too, Katie, but they broke it up into a different country. So they go in the Congolese and Angola and say, Kagame,
Mhm.
get out of the Congo. We don't want you here. Go back to Rwanda. I'm prepared for the worst. I'm staying. We don't. What stay for what? We don't want you
This
here.
was
Go. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead,
was
Katie.
his actual speech. He said, "I wish for the best for all of us, Congo and Rwanda. But if the best
Exactly
doesn't."
right. Well, exactly right. Muffy, that's why America's given. Yes, Kagame is a puppet of the West. That's right. That's why he's getting weapons by the Americans. Because that allows him to go into the Congo and steal those resources that the Congo's rich in and ship them back to Europe. Exactly right. That's why the West loves Kagame. Even though I give Kagame credit the way he's governed Rwanda, but he's still a wicked ass puppet of the West. He's gonna do their bidding. He just don't run his own country as bad as Kenya or Nigeria or Ghana. He wants his country, even though he's a despot. He wants the country organized. He doesn't want it to look like Kenya or Nairobi. He's not gonna allow them to live. He's not gonna allow Rwandans to live in slums and shit because he still all that money out the Congo. But he's still not a good person. Put it like that because he knows what he's doing. Talking about he's preparing for the worst. Why? That ain't got nothing to do with you. It's like I'm Katie. I'm in your house. Say, Keith, get out, Katie. I'm preparing for the worst in your house, Katie. He said, but I don't want you here, Katie.
We
I'm
go
prepared for
fight.
the worst.
You're preparing for the worst in my house, so this means
Exactly.
we
I'm
have a
prepared
fight.
for the worst. Exactly. I want you
But
out, Casey. I want you out. This is my house. These are my rules. I want you out of my house. Katie, I'm prepared for the worst. I'm saying,
But his actual speech was, "I wish for the best for all of us, Congo and Rwanda. But the best doesn't. If the best doesn't come, it should always find me prepared for the worst. That is the first way I approach it. I prepare for the worst, but wish for the best, and I mean it." That was what he said. And the
Kagame, he
Rwandan
said he didn't say. One thing he did say is that he's getting out. I'm okay. I'm gonna get out. He didn't say that, Katie. He didn't say I'm getting out the Congo. He didn't say I'm prepared for the worst and do the best we can do. I want you out. God damn it! I want you out of my house.
Anyway, he is prepared for the worst, and we shall see what happens between those two countries. But yeah, we shall see what happens in those two countries. But we are also hoping for the best. But if
You
the
don't know
best
what's gonna happen. He's not gonna leave. They already told you. But that's what you talking about. We gonna see. He already tell you I'm not. That's why he's telling you I'm not leaving. I'm preparing for the worst. I'm not leaving. They didn't invite him in the Congo, okay? They tell him to get out. They tell him, Kagame, leave, go. We don't want you here in the Congo. Go back to Rwanda. Get out. No, I'm prepared for the worst. That means, Katie, the white people told his ass, you stay your ass in and keep stealing that shit. Do what we tell you to do. That's what that means, Katie.
yeah, we will give you security and we will make sure you're safe.
Yeah,
So that's
exactly. Exactly. I'm making sure you're safe, Katie. Keith, I'm safe. I don't need you. Katie, I'm making sure you're safe no matter what. Keith, I don't need your help. I can make sure. Well, I don't believe you. I need to make sure you're safe. That's what you get, Katie. Lies. Lies on top of lies. So I can keep stealing shit from your house. Katie, I'm making sure you say, but Keith, you're stealing my shit. But you're safe, Katie. You're safe. I'm still knowing your shit, but you're safe. You're safe.
Hello, Damfa. How are you doing today? And Asante Sana for joining us on today's show. But moving on to other news and updates, it's about Morocco. And right now, yesterday they were seized. They were underwater drones that were seized by Spanish police. That were being used for drug smuggling. In Spanish, police have seized the 3 underwater drones built to smuggle drugs across the sea from Morocco. And they are saying that the unnamed submersibles are apparently capable of carrying 200 kg of cargo. And as a part of the part of the 14-month investigation, 8 people have been arrested in Cadiz, Malaga, and Barcelona. Police say it means that they have broken up a gang suspected to be to building the vehicles and supplying them to drug smugglers across Europe. And Spanish police say it is the first time they have discovered an underwater vehicle capable of being operated unmanned. And it is okay. This is some also crazy shit because I know these Spanish policemen are also involved in this, and you find them talking
But
about.
when they're making sure that not allowing the African cross over the Mediterranean to get into Europe. So they keeping the African out of Europe. The African now sees that he's impoverished due to the cell phones and TV. Hey, Africa's fucked up. Let me get to Europe or America. So all they're trying to do, instead of them saying, you know what, we got to overthrow these despotic governments and build Africa. They don't know. Most Africans don't know that they sit on the richest continent, Katie. They never taught the truth about being African. They say, hey man, things are better in Europe. Look at that, what they got. I'm getting to Europe. I'm leaving. Shit, I'm out of here, nigga. I'm getting to Europe. They try to get to Europe. And the Europe say, no, we don't want your ass here. We're going to do whatever we're going to do. We're going to kill you. We're going to stop the borders. We don't want you in Europe. We don't want you here. Not knowing that everything that Europe has came out the ground where Kagame's stealing and shit. Everything from Europe came out of Africa. So what they're seeing, they don't know, even though Europe looks nice, that stuff came out of Africa. All you got to do is just build it there in Africa. Tear down the slums. Stop being scared. Stop letting rules like Kenyatta and Bahar and these people rule and say, yeah, we got to take back Africa. We can't live in this kind of poverty. You shouldn't live in poverty like that when everything comes from Africa. Yeah, Europe has stolen those things out of Africa. That's why Europe looks different than Africa. It's still it. So, as African people, you got to stop running. You got to stop running. You can't keep running to places where they don't even want you. They don't want you in Europe. Because you grew up thinking, oh, white people, them Zungu don't like you. That's a lie they told you so you can stay your ass in Africa. They keep stealing. When you try to come to the land, yeah, they'll try to work you and then get rid of you. They want you back in Africa or Jamaica, wherever. They don't want you in Europe. With them, they want to steal from you, yes. They want to steal and abuse you, yes. But they don't want you to live with them. No. They don't all that you should be able to see everything I told you about that Jesus shit's a lie. Because they don't want no part. If you got the same religion Jesus, like the Europeans say, why don't they let you in? Why don't they let you come up there and just love Jesus with them and work on Europe together and build a great society? See, you're all Christians, you all love the white man's God because that's some shit they gave to you. They lied to you. They lied to you. They know they don't like your ass. Oh, the missionaries came to save us. How the missionaries come to save you and they don't want you in Europe with them? Like, don't come here, goddammit. But we love Jesus, right? Yeah, but love Jesus in Africa, nigga.
Yeah, and also I believe you, Keith, because there was a day we were talking about the Moroccans trying to run away from their country using the Merilla way, and it was the Merilla border, and the Spanish were trying to block them from entering that country. So I believe Africans are trying to run away from Morocco, and that's why these people are
Good.
accused them of smuggling drugs and trafficking drugs using these submarines. But also, they're saying that these devices could allow drug traffickers to transport large quantities of narcotics remotely across a Strait of Gibraltar. Gibraltar. Police said in a statement. But okay, the Strait of Gibraltar is a narrow strip of sea that separates Morocco from Spain. So exactly, this is the same thing. It's Africans who are trying to get into Spain, but they don't want them there. So that's why they are getting accused of trafficking drugs or making these small sub.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. At the end of the day, they don't want them there. Exactly right, Katie. At the end of the day, I don't want you here. So I'll say anything. At the end of the day, I don't want you in Spain, in Germany, in France. I don't want you. In the African, I don't want you there. And this is the same way for the blacks that go to these fucking Arab countries that were stolen by these white Arabs. That Saudi Arabia and all these other, they don't want black people there unless they're there as their slaves. And United Arab Emirates and Abu Dhabi and all that and Bahrain and Qatar and Oman and all that shit. They don't want you there unless you can be their goddamn slaves, working for them for pennies and them abusing you. But I thought we're brothers and sisters in Islam. Yeah, we give that shit to you. So what? Yeah, we're your brothers and sisters, nigga. Clean that floor. That's what you do. Yeah, you with brothers and sisters. Clean that floor, goddamn it. Wash my car. They only brothers and sisters to you because you believe in that dumbass religion. They don't treat you as no brother, no damn sister. Whether you practicing their Islam or their Christianity, it's the same shit.
It is very true, and I see Dan for you saying a lot of my friends have crossed the Mediterranean to Europe, and a lot more are going every day. Yeah, we know
Exactly
that.
right, Muffy. Exactly
Mhm.
right. Go ahead, Katie.
Yeah, we know that so many Africans are trying to run away from their problems, but we say the only way to do this or the only way to solve these problems it's to stay in our country and try to mend our own countries. We should not be running away from our problems. But going on to the main focus of the day, it is about Somalia. And right now, the Central Bank of Somalia licensed, it was yesterday, it licensed two other foreign banks since 1970. I don't know what you think about this, but also this is a way of they are trying to control also people's money. We also in Kenya we have so many foreign banks, but in Somalia I think
They already control your money. They already control your money, Katie. That's
yeah, they are
Joby put a
already.
bunch of, they already control the Rothschilds control your money. That's why your money's devaluated. That's why every Kenyan shilling, every 100 Kenyan shillings worth of American dollar. Why? How's America? We don't make shit no more. We don't manufacture. We just like Kenya now. We don't make shit. I understand we didn't give our manufacturing to China, and we still made things in America. So why is our money more valued than Kenyan money? It shouldn't be. Why? We don't make shit here in America no more. We gave all our manufacturing to the Chinese. So why the hell should we? Why the hell should our money be double what it is in Kenya? It shouldn't be, because that's to make sure African people stay on the bottom. They set these countries up, make sure African people stay on the bottom, and these despots have allowed it. Okay, I'll accept you devaluate my currency. Why? Why would you do that? Because the white people told you to do it. I'm not devaluating shit. Hell, for what? Everything comes out of Africa. I told you, I'm not devaluating nothing. You want my resources, whatever you pay is going to be the same price here as it is in damn America. That's why I told you the prices in Africa don't make sense. Everything's overpriced because Africans don't have no manufacturing. Okay, I'll say, okay, I don't have no manufacturing. If I was a real leader of Africa, that's okay. I ain't got no manufacturing, but you know what? Everything in the ground is for manufacturing. So what you going to do, if you want my stuff out the ground, Kate, this is what you're going to do. And this is not negotiable. You'll do it or you won't get the shit. I said, this is what you're going to do. You're gonna build manufacturing in my country, and we're going to process, manufacture at least half of the material here. Then we'll take it across the sea, and you can do the other half, and we'll be getting paid. We'll have an equal benefit to the stuff coming out of my ground. If you don't, you won't get none of it. And you gotta, and you know what? You gotta get it, or your industry cease to exist. See, I hold all the cards in Africa. If I'm gonna be a real leader, I hold the cards because shit's in my ground. Either you get it, or there won't be no cars, Katie. There won't be no computers. There won't be no more cell phones that you like to play on your phone. All that shit comes out of Africa. So all that stuff you like to make, either Africa gets rich from it, or you get none, or you get nothing. That's it. Period.
True. But yeah, talking about that, I was saying that Ethiopia is sorry, not Ethiopia. Somalia is is somehow far when it comes to development, because it is always in fights. It is always fighting. There's some
You can't
terrorist attacks.
exactly. You can't develop. That's on purpose. That's all Africa. You can't develop. You can't think. You can't become a real country until you have peace, Katie. Then you have peace in the country. You can't become a real country. So that's why they keep Africa destabilized. Because even though Somalia looks terrible, and I would never go because it's unsafe, there's minerals in the ground that white man wants and getting. That's why they keep the countries unstable, keep them fighting, keep them messed up. That's why you got fighting now in Ethiopia. Because Ethiopia said, you know what, we're going to build manufacturing here. They said, no, you don't, nigga. No, you don't. No, you're not. They said, yeah, we're going to build manufacturing so our people have jobs and we'll have a better future for our kids. Europeans said, no, you won't. No, the fuck you won't. No, you won't. You niggas are supposed to be on the bottom. No, you won't. So that's why you got that war happening now in Ethiopia now. Another war. They've already had wars where they broke up the country already, Katie. So you got Eritrea and Djibouti. Those are part of Ethiopia. Because every time they find out, the Africans gonna try to pull themselves up, that's gonna stop the European, Katie, from stealing. The only reason reason why Europe is rich, Katie, because they got Africa. That's it. Without Africa, Katie, Europe is poor. That's the dirty little secret. Africans don't know that. Without Africa, Katie, Europe is poor. That's why the Europeans, you must say, why the Europeans set up all these fake systems and put all these puppets in power, build the AU and all this stuff? Because they know, Katie, without Africa, the white people go back to the bottom. They go back to being poor. That's their nature. That's where they were before they got Africa. Their history is poverty.
Yeah, but going back to that matter of Somalia, they are saying that central bank governor Abdirahman Mohammed says Egypt, bank Misir, and Turkey Hatil now operating the country after the board endorsed their application. So this was the banks that were licensed yesterday by the Central Bank of Somalia, and they are saying that the Central Bank of Somalia board concluded that the two banks have fulfilled all banks licensing required of the CBS as their applications have been approved, he said. And they are both solid banks that will add value to the development of Somalia's financial sector and contribute to the growth of the economy. He added, in the 1960s, foreign commercial banks that operated in Somalia included Italy Banco, and Banco di Roma, Egypt. Okay, we have so many banks, but I think also, what we talked about when you destabilize a certain country, it starts lagging behind, all right? The development starts going slow because Somalia is one of the most undeveloped country, and that's why you're hearing these are this.
Why you think you got so many Somalians in Kenya?
They're running away from their country. Even yourself, you said you don't want to go to Somalia. So
Hell no, hell no. I'm not going. I don't need to see nothing in no Somalia, Katie. I'm good.
you see. So that's why the country is underdeveloped and also lagging
Exactly.
behind. And you might find
Exactly.
that if you investigate, you might even
How you
see
how
that
you gonna
when
build? How you gonna build shit, Katie, when you might get blown up every 2 seconds?
you
Shit.
can't. The country can't
Exactly.
operate in peace. Yeah, but I hope. But also, these banks won't help Somalia anyhow, because one, you'll find that their currency will start also devaluing because we have so many banks operating in the area or lenders operating in the area, so or in the country. So also you might find that their currency is devaluing. And I see Tepo, you're saying Africa must manufacture its own guns. If you cannot defend yourself, you're done. Yeah, about manufacturing our
General
own
Mosquito,
guns.
General Mosquito was just asking about Tempo. Ain't that funny? Yes, hey, General Mosquito, hey, where's Tempo? I hope the brother's all right. And General Mosquito talking about yesterday about Tempo. So I haven't seen Tempo. Hope the brother's all right. He's all right. But yeah, he's saying, but the truth, Africa must manufacture its own guns. I agree with you, Mumpy. We know the weapons are being manufactured in Africa, but all these Africans got guns. You only make the guns. How they get in Africa? Because they're putting it by the European mass. Hey, you got guns now. Time to go kill these other people because they got diamonds and gold and cobalt, coltan, shit we need. Like I said, Africa to be so damn rich and to have this kind of poverty is unacceptable. Africa's too rich. It's just too rich to live in these kind of slums and poverty. Africa's just too rich to accept this kind of poverty. So hey, we got to reshape the African brain, African mind. Got to be reshaping because this kind of poverty cannot be accepted. It's unacceptable. Hey, this guy, Ain't somebody here before. This kind of
Yeah,
poverty is unacceptable.
Chapo is saying if I'm not in the chat, I'm listening. Asante Sana, knowing that sometimes you are one of the silent listeners. But you say, Dampa, you're saying, Tepo, whoa, wagwan, bro, being a long time. And yeah, it's been a long time since we had Seppo on the show, but Asante Sana for being with us. We are coming to the end of our broadcast for today, and I shall play you this jam I started with. This is my favorite jam from
Temple
Nasty.
said, Temple said, all you poor Negroes stay home.
Tepo always got something to say. Like General Mosquito. Is it General Mosquito or K. Williams? Tepo and K. Williams are always have something to say.
Yeah.
So
I know. Well, I know when Jenna was asking about Temple yesterday, he said, I hope the brother's okay. So yeah, but Temple say, all you Negroes stay home. Don't run. Hey, even before you got Temple prefer you guys to run to Europe. Don't run to South Africa.
Tepo, we're coming. We're
Yeah,
coming to
we're
South
coming.
Africa.
That's what I
Maybe
tell. That's what I
us.
tell them. You come. We're coming. Africa belongs to us, Temple. We're coming. Damn it. We're
Yeah,
coming.
we're coming. Sometimes son of familia. Much love to you too.
Much love, family. Join Katie and Joby on the Rhythm Scoop Show. And later, we'll be developing other shows. And now Spikes is gone, and we'll figure all that out later. So much love, family.
Much
Katie,
love.
Katie said, Katie looks nice. I want to give her a compliment. Katie looks nice.
Asante. Thank you. To
It's an
my
African
thing.
thing. Damn, Tempo, damn. The African has become a pest. Damn. All right. Must, must,
If it's against the world, then I'll be. I'ma
Do my thing regardless. If it's me against the world, then I'll be heartless. I try my hardest. You can tell me you don't see that I'm sparkling, all in. I did what I had to do. I'm not sorry. Who's calling? Yes. Much love, family. Hope to see you on the Rhythm Scoop Show. And do remember also to leave your like, and also do feel free to share our videos with the rest of your friends. Have a productive day ahead of you, Kwaheri.
First of
Well, I made my sacrifices by my lonely self. Then I had to face the consequences by my lonely self. Everybody looking at me as I almost self-destruct.
Cause they want me to give it up.
Oh, fuck it up.
This world is tough. If I wasn't strong enough, if I